Greeting to SEMS. A very good evening to everyone present here. I, Harsh Valswal, your host, on behalf of SEMS Welfare Foundation and the entire team, welcome you all for today's knowledge session on business development and strategies in HR. Let me introduce about our organization SEMS. SEMS Welfare Foundation, a registered non-profit organization, is dedicated to social impact across various sectors. We focuses on education, particularly skill development and entrepreneurship. Through our initiative Didi Saksham, we have created training programs in IT, finance, retail, and entrepreneurship, impacting over 6,000
Hello.
individuals. We are currently upskill inmates in Haryana jails
लाया
and
तो हूँ
collaborating with
सहजल.
university and colleges. We also partnered with bank to over 1,500 candidates in job. In just a short time, SAMS has established itself as a force for positive change, equipping individuals with skills for employment and promoting women's leadership in various industries. This session is collaboratively organized by SEMS Web Solution. SEMS Web Solution is a dynamic innovation enterprise dedicated to transforming the way businesses and individuals achieve their goals across staffing, skills, advisory services, and admission services. Founded with a vision to bridge gap in talent, technology, and education, SEMS Web Solution is committed to delivering exponential value to our clients through integrate, customize, and forward-thinking solution. At SEMS Web Solution, we do not just deliver services; we create pathway to success. Join us in our journey to transfer challenges into opportunity and vision into reality. Now, let me introduce about the speaker. Please give a warm welcome to Umang Singh. He is a purpose-driven speaker having an expertise into delivering engaging and insightful content to the audience by ensuring to boost their creativity and intelligence to succeed in competitive environment of their target market. He is also a business development manager having expertise to drive excellence in the sales performance of an organization. He has also achieved two times in higher performance award during the tenure. Now, sir, hand over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Harsh, for a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here today. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome to this session. I'm really pleased to have all of you here. Okay. And we are going to have this session. Am I audible to all of you? Can I know that if I'm audible, properly audible? If my screen is visible to all of you, is it visible? You can drop in the chat
Yes, sir.
box, or if you want to speak, you can
Yes, sir.
speak as
It
well.
is visible.
It's good? Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Special thanks to Harsh, right? Sonal and Karishma. They have been a very good coordinators till the time. So let's start our discussion for this particular session. And just to move ahead, we have a session to be completed, and that is going to be a fun session for all of us, right? So if you can keep your cameras on, I can share you how we are going to move ahead with a fun session. Okay, so people, this is the fun time now. We are going to do an activity first, right? Can you click? Can you click once again? Karishma, click once again. Again. So it's an activity for all of you. So whatever the object that you have in the front of you, you have to take that particular object and you have to describe that object with the help of a movie dialogue. Am I clear on this? So anything which you have along with you, kept nearby you, it can be a water bottle, it can be a mobile phone, it can be spectacles. Second page, Karishma. This is the third page. Second page, Karishma. Yes. So you have to pick up an object and you have to describe with the movie dialogue. So who is going to volunteer first? Who is going to volunteer first? Padma, can I ask you to volunteer? I can see Padma smiling here. We are not able to hear you. You are on mute, Padma.
You can start first, sir.
Okay, let's do it. So let me just give you a demo. So let's see, I have a mobile phone in my hand. Okay. Now, if I have to describe this mobile phone, right, with the help of movie dialogue. So I'll just give you a story. When I was in 12th class, my father told me that, yes, Umang, you have to score at least 80%, then I'll give you a phone, right? I did it. He gave me the phone. And if I have to describe that moment with the help of my mobile phone, what will I do it? इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है कि मेरे पिताजी ने तुम्हें मुझे दिलाने की साजिश की है. Is that all correct? Is that all correct? I cannot hear anybody else.
Correct, sir.
Right? So anyone else? Padma, would you like to volunteer? The next one? Anything which you have nearby you.
Actually, I have books.
Okay.
Atomic Habit.
Okay. So how will you describe it? With the help of movie.
I can't say.
Try it at once.
No.
Any movie that you like, any dialogue would you like to have on that? Meanwhile, I want other people also to be ready for that. I want at least 2-3 people to participate. I'm going to pick Ria next one. So Padma, anything on that? Nothing? Okay, no worries. Let's move to Ria. You can think till the time, Padma. Can you hear me, Ria? You're on mute. I could not hear you properly. Hey, people, let's have a discussion because it's going to be totally interactive. I want everybody to participate and everybody to smile at least because you have given your 1 hour here and we want to have to the fullest, right? So anybody else who would like to participate in this activity? Anyone? Karishma, Harsh, Sonal? No one? Everybody was on mute, yeah. No worries. Let's move ahead. Karishma, can we go for the third slide, please? Third slide. So here we are going to discuss about business development and HR practices, right? So this is the entire concept that we are going to have in this particular session. Right. So here you are going to understand two different aspects. One is what is business development, and second, what is HR. And now then we will be able to understand what is the relation between these two terms, right? Because usually what happens into the market when business development comes, people consider it as a different department. And when HR comes, people consider it from a different department. But how are these things related? We are going to discuss that thing in the session. Is that all right? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. I want to see thumbs up. Yes, done. So let's start. Can you please go for it? Yes. The very first concept that we are going to discuss is definition of business development. What business development means to us. Next point, please. Then we are going to discuss what are the factors of business development, right? What kind of factors which are considered usually when there is a business development process going on in the company. Third, then we will understand what is the definition of human resource. Now you have understood the business development. Now we have to understand what is human resources. Moving forward, we will understand about the factors of human resources. Again, the same thing which we discussed. Then relationship between business development and human resource. How are these both terms related to each other? Next point. Then we will discuss some of the HR practices, some of the examples, because when you understand the real life examples, real life case studies, it is going to give you a much better idea of how does it relate to each other. Next point. Then we'll go for the HR case study. There is a case study as well published in the market that how HR is going to develop business development. We are going to have a case study also. And at the end, the most favorite for all, assessment. We'll go for the assessment also. I'll give you the test. You have to complete the test. Is that all right? Is that all correct? I want some answers from the people. I can see
Yes,
everybody
sir.
is on mute.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's move ahead to the next slide, please, Karishma. Now, what is business development? Karishma, can you please hide this one? Yes. Now I want to understand from people, what do you understand about business development? What is your definition to it? What is your definition? Ria?
Starting the business from scratch.
Okay.
You have to find out. You have to find out the product for which you want to do the business.
Perfect,
If
Mr.
it is a
Yes. Anybody else who would like to
if
volunteer?
Finding ways to grow our business.
Okay, that's good, Padma. That's a very good thing. Anything else? Some more points over here? I want only one next. The last one. Who would like to volunteer? The last one. Third point.
you have to search the market.
Okay, you have to search the market, obviously. So these are the basically factors of business development. Next, Karishma, you can just show that particular information. So in my way, business development is anything. It's a very simple definition and universally accepted. Anything which contributes to the overall revenue of sales of the organization is business development. It's a very simple example, right? Anything which is increasing the revenue of a company, anything which is increasing the number of sales of the company, anything which is giving profit to the company is business development, right? Very simple, very concise information and very authentic information which is universally accepted. Now, what are the ways? Now we have understood what is business development, how business development works. Now, what are the ways? How can you increase the business, right? What are the factors involved into it? What are the examples of it? First of all, you can increase the number of goods sold. Have you visited to malls? कोई mall में गया है mall में?
Yes, sir.
Mall में जब आप जाते हो तो क्या देखते हो? पद्मा?
Too many
हाँ?
things. Too many products with
Too many
high
products?
quality
Okay.
and different kinds of companies' product.
Good. ठीक है. Next. और कोई? Dhanraj, what do you see when you usually go to the malls?
Different kinds of brand.
Different kinds of brands. Okay. Anyone else? You can chat also.
Sales people standing and showing
Of course,
the
sales
product.
people. So let's take an example. ठीक है? You have two options in the front of you. Okay, one is a garment shop, कोई दुकान खोल के बैठ गया है गल्ले पे, and second is mall. ठीक है, who do you think will get the most revenue? किसका revenue ज्यादा होगा? Who will get the most profit? A person with a garment shop or the person with the mall?
A person with the mole.
Person with the mall. Why? Because he has sold the number of goods. Okay, the number of goods also matters. So for example, if I have a product of 10 rupees and I'm selling it 10 products, so I'm getting 100 rupees. Now if I have to sell 20 products, I'll get 200 rupees. Correct? That's a very simple maths. So this is the very first way to increase the business. You can increase the number of goods sold. Second, increase the price of product. Okay, for example, I know that my product is very good and I'll not charge 10 rupees, I'll charge 15 rupees for that. The best example is Jio for the same. When it was launched, it is free. सब लोग ले लो फ्री सिम 6 months वैलिडिटी के साथ. It used to have 6 months of validity when it was launched, and it was free of cost for
Also
every.
provide mobile phone.
Exactly. And then when they captured the market, when they got enough subscribers, they increased the price, right? So the main intention was to get the customer first. So they have got the customer free of cost, and then they increase the price, because business of Jio or business of any telecom company works upon premium. You are going to give regular income from the same SIM. हर महीने रिचार्ज करते हो आप लोग, सेम नंबर पे करते हो, on the same number you are going to recharge every month, so it's going to be premium. So the very first thing Jio did was they grabbed the customer from the market by offering free SIMs. And then what they did, they increased the prices for the premium. So this is the second type. One is you can increase the number of goods sold. Second, you can increase the price. Third, you can add the varieties. Now let's take an example. Let's take an example of any kind of burger shop. सुना है ना गुप्ता जी के मशहूर बर्गर? गुप्ता जी के मशहूर बर्गर खाए किसी ने? In specific region, anyone? गुप्ता जी के बर्गर खाए आप लोगों ने? You can use the chat box also. सुना है? चलो जी, सुना है. चलो एटलीस्ट सुना तो है आपने. गुप्ता जी के, श्याम जी के बर्गर. Now what is the difference? Why they are not growing into their market? The reason is they are local people. They are regional people, right? And burger is always the same tikki, same vegetables, same bun, same तेल. एक ही तेल में 10 बर्गर बना देते हैं वो लोग, right? Now how McDonald's is different, it will offer you different varieties of burger. Maharaja burger खा लो, आलू टिक्की burger खा लो. If you go to Japan or if you go to Mongolia, they will offer you the burgers which has seafoods also, right? So according to the region, according to the preference of the customer, they are giving varieties, right? So the third way to increase the business is to add the variety. And fourth one is cross-selling and upselling. Usually in sales, this is a very common term, cross-selling and upselling, right? Now, what does it mean? Cross-selling means if you have sold a product to somebody and you are asking that person to get another one also. Again, McDonald's example, let's take an example of McDonald's here. When you go to any kind of outlet of McDonald's, they will not give you the what you want. They will ask you. So for example, Padma is reaching to the any kind of outlet of McDonald's, right? She asks that I want a burger, right? Now they will ask you, do you want fries with that? Do you want Coke with that? Do you want anything else with that? And you have gone to eat burger, but when you're coming back, you have already paid the bill of 200, 300 rupees. So that burger of 50 rupees has costed you 200 because you have taken fries, you have taken Coke, you have taken everything else, correct? So this is cross-selling. Upselling means same product, but you are selling it for the higher cost or anything different from there, right? So for example, Aloo Tikki burger will cost you 50 rupees, whereas Maharaja burger will cost you 80 rupees. They will sell you Maharaja burger first. You can take that one first. This is the premium product we have. So you have gone to eat Aloo Tikki, but now you are going to eat Maharaja burger, and the 30 rupees of margin they have increased, and they are being very polite with you, right? So these are the examples through which a business development works. These are the mostly used tactics in the business development market. Next slide, please, Karishma. Now there are some factors. What are the factors on basis of which business development is focused, right? First, information. Karishma, economical factors. Economical factors means anything which is related to finance is economical. Inflation, consumers' bandwidth, right? Because inflation is something which is constantly growing. I used to purchase some product at 10 rupees in 10 years ago. Right now, I'm purchasing the same product for 20 rupees or 30 rupees. Correct? Now, the biggest example in this factor is Parle-G. Parle-G knows that India is price sensitive, right? Indian people are always price sensitive. They will not give you 6 rupees for a 5 rupee product. Or their biscuits are also same. They are still giving you 10 to 12 biscuits in the same packet, but they have decreased the size of the biscuits. They have decreased. When I used to eat Parle-G in my school days, it used to come at 120 grams of pack. Right now, it is coming 55 grams of pack, not even half. And even in that packet, it is written 5% extra, right? So according to the inflation also, these kind of factors work in business development. So they have not increased the price, but they have cut the cost. They have cut the particular margin on that. So this is the very first thing. So consumer is price sensitive. You have to offer them budget friendly work. Next question, next statement, please. Social factors, right? Now, social factors means to the ethical values of particular region. Now, if you go to North India, if you're from North India, what are the most liked food? Chole bhature, golgappe. These are the most liked fast food in the industry of North India. When you go to South, what are the things available there? Vada pav. You'll find vada pav there. Idli, dosa, sambar. These are the things which are available, right? So when a person understands the business, when the person has to increase his business, they have to understand what are the social factors. Now, Cadbury is one of the good examples here. When you understand Cadbury, when it came as a chocolate for children's. When it was launched first, it was chocolate for children. Now they marketed themselves as a different product, and it has entered in the youth market, right? In youth market, what happened? Now there are couples going on, they are eating that particular thing. Again, the youth market has gone. Then they entered into cultural values. Right now, you can see Cadbury celebration for Diwali, right? On Diwali, we have Cadbury celebration, right? There are multiple things available therein. So they have come as a chocolate product, but they have entered into the Indian market to the festival elsewhere. Again, Kurkure. I'm sure everybody has tasted kurkure in their childhood, right? So when it used to come, it came as a snack, a normal snack for a child. Right now, you can make aloo bhujia from kurkure, right? You can see that there are people who are telling you that you can add these kind of elements in kurkure and you can make a different product. I'm sure you must have tasted that, right? So according to the social factors, according to the culture, also business development gets impacted. Third point, now technological factors. Now this is very obvious right now. If I talk about 1990s, right? In 1990s, what used to happen? There were people into the industry, right? Those people were working manually on accounting, working manually on ledgers, working manually on everything. Right now, the work of 10 people is done by a single computer, right? Now, the single computer, it requires one-time maintenance in 1 year, and it is going to run the entire year. But if you keep a labor or if you keep an employee, they will charge you salary every month, right? So what does the company do? Here, it is the motive of cost cutting, right? So right now you have to be skilled enough to adopt the technological advancement, right? Because usually what happens is companies had adopted technology nowadays, and the technology driven work is going on. Now AI is coming into the market. Chat GPT, I'm sure you are using Chat GPTs right now, right? So Chat GPT is a kind of AI. It is a kind of technology which has come. Now you don't need a copywriter. You don't need a content writer to research. You can ask Chat GPT, they will give you the answers of all the questions available in the market, right? So technological factors are also important in business development, in cost cutting specifically. Fourth point. Now political factors. Go to the okay. Now fourth point is political factors. Obviously, this is very important to understand what kind of government regulations are there, what kind of taxation policies are there into the market, right? Now, if you talk about Dubai, it is zero income tax. So if you are earning anything in Dubai, you don't have to pay a single penny. But in India, if you are earning any kind of money, and right now it is about 12 LPA, but still, if you are earning more than 12 LPA in a year, you have to pay the taxes on that, correct? So government regulations are also important in business development. What kind of business are you doing? Are government supporting you, or the government is not supporting you in that? What are the taxation policies? Is it going to cost you or not? So these kind of factors are considered usually in the business development factor, right? Am I all clear on that? Give me a thumbs up if you are all clear on that. Give me a thumbs up or a chat. You can also chat. Show me yes if you have cleared all till the time. Done. Perfect. Now moving forward, next slide, please. Karishma. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you so much. Go back, Karishma. Go back, Karishma. This is the yes. Now this is human resource. What is human resource? Now don't copy my definition. This is my definition. I don't allow you to copy my definition. Give your own definition. What is human resource? I can see many HR interns here. Even Harsh is also an HR intern here. What is HR for you, Harsh?
Management of
Management.
resources.
Management, perfect. Karishma, what is HR for you?
Sir, also manage the person who work in the organization.
Okay, that's perfect. That's very true. You're managing the people. Management of the workforce. That's very good, Dhanraj. I can see that you have copied from my definition. No worries. Anybody else? Anybody else? Done. Okay. So no worries. So what is human resource? Again, the very simple definition. An individual or a team who manages the workforce of the organization. Okay. So when you're working in the company, when you need revenue, when you need sales in the company, you need people, right? There is a very famous statement. Do you want to know that? Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes if you want to know that. It's a very popular statement I'm going to give you right now. Okay. So the statement is the competition can copy your product. The competition can copy your system. The competition can copy your strategy, but the competition cannot copy your people. Now, what do I mean by that? For example, if I'm selling any kind of product, after some years, some other competitors will come in the market. They will also sell the same product with a cheaper price. Now my market has gone, right? But that competition cannot copy the people I'm working with. So, for example, if I'm working in a company which is owned by Karishma, at that time, the people can copy the product, but they cannot copy me. I am the salesperson of the company. I know how to deal with the people. They cannot copy me. So it's a very powerful statement. That is why human resource is called as the heart of the organization, because the most important thing which is there into the market is human, because everything is run by the human into the market. So the person or the department which helps or manages the workforce is human resource, right? Now I can see there are some examples also. What are the things available in human resources? Recruitment, obviously, the very first process of human resource, you have to recruit the people, you have to hire the people in the company, you have to take interviews and all. Then management of payroll, you have hired the people, now you have to give salary to the people, right? Salaries are also important. Then employee engagement, I'm sure you must have seen some reels of rangoli by HR बनाते हैं ना रंगोली बैठ के, कहते हैं HR सिर्फ रंगोली बनाने के लिए होते हैं.
Yes, sir.
बोलते हैं ना. लिंक्डइन पे
Yes,
तो
sir.
काफी
बहुत
सारे,
good.
लिंक्डइन पे इंस्टा पे बहुत सारी चीज देखोगे आप ऐसी. तो this is a part of employee engagement, right? How do you keep your employees motivated? So fun Fridays, rangolis, celebrations, event management of the organization, that all comes under employee engagement part of human resource, right? Moving forward, performance management. Now you have to evaluate the performance of your employees also, right? How is your team working? You have to evaluate them. If somebody is feeling low, if somebody's efforts are going low, you have to manage that, you have to coach them, you have to give them feedback, you have to train them, right? So all these things comes under performance management. And at the end, learning and development. Now you have to learn, because every day a new technology is coming, every day a new thing is coming into the market, so you have to keep learning. So in human resource department, there's a learning and development department also, which keeps people training on regular basis so that they should be up to date about the requirements of the market. Am I all clear on this? Done. Next slide, please, Karishma. Now, what are the factors of human resource? I think we have already seen that, but still we have to see in little bit deeper manner so that you can understand what exactly this all about. First point, please, Karishma. Recruitment. So the very first thing is to recruit people, to hire people in the organization. Okay. So in recruitment part, there are many things. Sourcing, you have to find people from Naukri or from different portals, from LinkedIn. Then you have to take interview for them. You have to hire them. You have to do their documentation. You have to onboard them. Entire process is coming under the recruitment of the company. So a recruitment manager or recruitment department of a company in human resource manages all these things, right? Number two, payroll. Now payroll is, again, it's all about your salaries, right? Whatever the salaries the company is paying you, the entire thing which is managed by payroll department. So it comes under salary. Taxation also, if the tax is deducted on your salary, taxation also is a part of payroll department. Compliance management is also the part of payroll department. Insurance, you're getting health insurance from the companies, right? There are companies which are providing you health insurance, provident fund, PF, ESIC, gratuity, bonus, maternity benefit, etc. So anything which is related to financial aspect of a human being working in the organization, that is done by payroll department. Third, performance management, again, to ensure the performance of the people, right? You have to evaluate the people, if the person is working well in the organization or not, if his efforts are counted in the organization or not. Then appraisal. Every year people are getting promoted, they are getting some appraisals on their salaries, right? So that appraisal is also the part of it. So when you are doing any kind of appraisals, so you have to ensure that what kind of record that person has given in the last year, right? Based upon that, the person is getting a little bit hike on their salary. So that's also a part of performance management team. It gives you the appraisal every year. Learning and development, again, the same thing. Coaching and mentoring, very important. Even if the company is working well or not, coaching and mentoring is always important to keep people motivated in the organization. So these are the parts of performance management system of the organization. Next, please. Now comes employee engagement, the very important part of an organization in human resource development. Fun activities, conflict resolution. If the conflict is happening between two people, two parties, you have to resolve the conflict between the people. You have to maintain the positive culture so that people can come to your company. Now, why will somebody join me? Why will somebody join my company? Just to see the culture of the company. Positive work culture is also important. Rewards and recognition. You are the star of the month, right? You are the star of the year. You have got the all-time high achievement. So these rewards and recognition are also the part of employee engagement. So these are the major factors of human resource which is there in the company. Am I all correct on this? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a chat if everything is clear to you, all of you. Any questions? Any questions from anyone till the time? Anyone? Okay, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Now, relation between business development and human resource. Now, we have understood what is business development. We have also understood what is human resource. Now, we have to understand the relation between these two aspects. Okay, how business development is important. Okay, so now business development and human resources. First point, please. Hiring the right talent for the organization who contributes aggressively the organizational development. Now, when you are developing the organization, okay, you need efficient people. Okay, you need people who are working well into the organization. The person with a good knowledge, person with a good experience should come into the company so that they can give you the right output. So right talent hiring is always important when it comes to business development. Okay, because after all, again, the entire human resource department is going to be run by human. So the human should be correct in the organization. Second point, regular performance evaluation and constructive feedback for the growth of existing employees of the organization. Again, performance appraisal, performance evaluation is also important when you are evaluating someone's performance. For example, there's a company, they are evaluating their people on regular basis and they are giving feedback so that you can improve in that particular context. If somebody is lacking, they are giving their feedback so that their performance can be improved. If performance of human will be improved in the organization, it will automatically benefit the business, right? The person will give you the highest revenue possible. The person will give you efficiency in the work. So performance evaluation is also important. And that is also directly proportional to the performance and the business development of the company. Next, again, introducing the fun activities in the organization to maintain a positive work culture. Now performance is done. You have hired the people. You have done the performance evaluation. Now you have to keep them motivated. When you are in the organization, it is very important for all of us to understand that fun activities should be there in the company so that people are motivated. The work culture should be positive. Everybody should feel secure in your company. So fun activities, event plannings, any kind of seminars, these are the things which motivates people a lot. And even there are people who are getting motivated in rewards and recognition session also, right? So for example, your friend has got the reward, star of the year. Now next time you will also think that, yes, I will also get the same thing, right? So this is also a part of motivation. You will get the motivation, and once people will be motivated in the company, it will directly impact to the business development of the company. Next point, please. Again, the same thing that we have discussed, rewards and recognition to the best performance to acknowledge their efforts and motivate other employees. So if you are rewarding people for their efforts, if you are giving them recognitions, if you are giving them any kind of incentives, it is going to help you a lot, right? It is going to help the entire business to get motivated. Next, providing a share of monetary benefit in the form of incentive to the people. Again, there are people in the organization who are getting incentives. Even in sales department, people are getting incentives, right? So what is that? So for example, if you have worked well in the organization, if you have given your efforts to the organization, and if the company is running well, if the company is giving you best, what you are doing is you are giving monetary benefit to the employees, because paisa sab kuch hai. Again, why are you working? Why a person is working in the company? Not for the positive work culture. Again, this is a very harsh truth. People are not working for the culture. People are working for the money. People are working for the finance, right? So if you are giving small incentive to company, there are companies which are giving bonuses on Diwali bonus, Holi bonus. At the time of rewards also, they are giving some monetary benefit. checks to the people who are doing well in the organization. So these are the monetary benefit which motivates people to grow better, and this is also giving a positive impact on the business development. So these are the relations, how a human resource basically helps the company to get developed, right? Next slide, please. Now there are some practices, some successful HR practices in the organization I would like to discuss with you, right? Show the content, please, Karishma. One more slide, one more one. Yes. So it is buddy system. Now, what is buddy system? Let's see, there's an organization called as ABC Limited. Okay, this company is running for 10 years now. So from 10 years, there is a person in the organization who is experienced. He's working for the company for last 10 years, and now they have hired another person in the organization who is fresher. Okay, so there are two people. One who is experienced, second the person who is fresher for the organization. Now, what do I mean by that? Here the company will make buddy to both of them. Reason? Very first reason is experienced people can train them better. There are people in the organization who are not enjoying meetings. There are people in the organization who are not enjoying training sessions. They feel asleep. यार नींद आ रही है यार, मुझे ट्रेनिंग हो रही है, होता है. So usually what happens, company has introduced a buddy system. So you don't have to take a proper session of training. You are getting trained under the experienced people. So very first thing, a fresher will get a better exposure, right? A fresher will get trained very easily. And third, they both will be able to understand each other's culture. So positive work culture is also important. If I'm there, if I'm talking to the people, I am an experienced person, I am talking to a fresher, I will try to make him feel comfortable with me. I'll try to maintain a positive work culture in the organization, right? So buddy system is one of the very important factors which is implemented in the organization and working well, right? And result, obviously, fresher employees will get trained very easily. They will accept the culture of the organization very easily, right? Next slide, please. Now, this is need analysis algorithm. This is one of my favorites. This is one of the favorites things that I can tell you at all. So the very first thing is, let me just tell you a story. So I was in a training session and somebody came to take a training. Okay. That time that person described me one thing. A company called him to deliver training on leadership. Okay. A company invited him to give a training on leadership. Okay. But he thought, let me analyze if the leadership is the only requirement of the company. For example, अगर मुझे कोई invite कर रहा है to give a training on leadership, ये जरूरी नहीं है कि leadership में ही कमी है. हो सकता है कोई और भी चीज हो. There can be multiple factors which are not working well, right? So that person analyzed the requirement of the company. The person analyzed the environment of the company, and he found to know that in that particular company, the main reason was fresher exposure. In that company, freshers were not getting better exposure since the company was not performing well. So leadership was good at their place, the company's manager were good at their place, but the exposure to the fresher was not there. So need analysis algorithm is always used in the corporate. So they analyze actually what is the actual requirement of the company, right? So this is one of the best algorithms which is used in the corporate world now. And obviously this will give you accuracy. This will give you a better accuracy in the market. Next slide, please. Now this is a study. I just wanted to show all of you. This is a study. So there was a shoe retailer company called Clarks. Okay. It's a shoe manufacturing company called Clarks. They had a data of 450 people. Okay. And these 450 people were distributed in 100 stores. So every shoe company has their stores, right? So from those 100 stores, they have collected the data of 450 people. And they study to check how employee engagement is important for business performance. No? Why is it important to motivate your people? And what was the result? Result was, as per the research published, every 1% of improvement in employee engagement contributes 0.4% business growth. यानी कि अगर मैं एम्प्लॉय एंगेजमेंट में 10 रुपए लगा रहा हूं तो 4 रुपए का बेनिफिट मेरी कंपनी भी पाएगी, राइट? एंड दिस इज अ स्टडी पब्लिश्ड ऑन क्लार्क्स, राइट? So this is very important when it comes to HR nowadays. I am really thoughtful to say that HRs have started taking initiative of business development. They have started taking initiatives that how the company can grow, how the company can get the revenue. That's a very fortunate thing to happen. So HR is always an important factor into this particular industry when it comes to business development. Next slide. Now there is an assessment. There is a test for all of you. Okay. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for the assessment? Okay. I can see only Padma is responding. How about others? Are you people ready for the assessment? Okay, no worries. Karishma, can you please show the question? So the question is, a company named ABC Private Limited is facing an issue of multiple leaves taken by its employees in the organization. It leads to the challenge in overall performance of the company's revenue. What solution will you provide to the company to overcome this challenge? Now there's a company's name is ABC Private Limited, and it has seen that their employees are taking multiple leaves. They're not coming to the company, they are not punctual enough in the company, and it is also impacting the company's revenue, because if people are not coming, company will not perform. If company will not perform, revenue will not come. So what are the solutions you can provide to the company to overcome this challenge? Now the stage is all yours, the audience.
There should be a minimum bar. For example, 75% or 80% attendance is compulsory. If
That's very good. That's very, yes, that's very good point, Mr.
if,
Gansham.
if it is below that, then there should be a deduction in their incentive, etc.
Exactly,
Or
exactly.
secondly, if somebody is performing more than 90%, 100%, there should be a special reward to that person. Some kind
Exactly.
of
That's
financial
really,
reward.
yes, that's a really great initiative, Mr. Gansham. Anybody else who would like to volunteer and contribute?
A company should allow 3-4 leaves in a month
Okay, that's
so
good.
that they can do their
Yes.
own work.
Limitation on leaves, right?
Yes, yes.
That's good. That's good. Anybody else who would like to volunteer? Come on, people, you have taken the entire session.
Second, those who are regularly doing this thing,
Hmm.
those people should be identified, and a warning notice should be given to them that if it happens in future months, their
Hmm.
salary will be deducted according to
Exactly.
their absence.
Exactly, exactly. So let us conclude the points shared by Mr. Ghansham and Padma also. Okay. So what is the best solution possible? I think Mr.
Sir,
Ghansham has. Yes, Karishma.
we will issue them a warning letters, one time, two time, or three time. Then we will say bye to them.
Okay, perfect. Yes, perfect. Let's see. Let's contribute, let's collaborate and understand what exactly we can do here, right? So there can be multiple reasons, right? It is not that my suggestion is good or your suggestion is good. There can be multiple suggestions for the same question, right? So let's understand, let's collaborate all the answers which Karishma, Padma, and Mr. Ghansham has given. So first of all, avoid negative. Now, what is the negative? People are taking leaves. To avoid the negative, you have to give them limited leaves, as Padma has said, right? They should be given a warning, as Karishma has said, and Mr. Ghansham has said that there should be a bar that you cannot take maximum leaves, for example, two leaves a month or 3 leaves a month. That is depending upon the company. So here you have identified that. Yes, you have raised the hand, I can see.
So basically, even before concluding what is
Hmm.
to be done, we as an HR should understand why people is taking so much of leave.
Exactly.
Okay. For some reason, if it is personal reason, fine.
Hmm.
Personal or emergency, it is fine. But if
Hmm.
it is something related to the morale of the employees,
Hmm.
then we are supposed to take actions like, say, like if they are overloaded.
Okay.
Okay. And which they are not able to fulfill their duties. That's why they are taking lots of leave. Then in that case, we have to sit with the other team members in their team
Hmm.
and bring it to sort out and divide their tasks regularly. Okay.
Okay.
And and then appreciation should be given, because leaves usually employees take if they are not appreciated, if they are not
Hmm.
recognized.
Hmm.
Okay, because sometimes employees also tends to take lots of leave for attending the interviews for the change of their career or change of job. Okay, due to
Hmm.
lack of
Hmm.
appreciation or lack of no compensation what they are receiving,
Hmm.
and everything depends on the morale. Okay, so first of all,
Exactly.
if it is in the appreciation, we have to appreciate them based on the task and give them some reward or award on whatever it is. Okay.
Okay.
And then, as also said, by limiting the number of leaves, which
Hmm.
actually there as per the labor standard. No,
Hmm.
everyone has set of number of leaves to be taken.
Exactly.
Okay, so that we cannot anyway limit it. But
Hmm.
of course, we can try to see that it doesn't happen much. By providing policies and by making the SOPs clear. Okay.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
majorly SOPs are the one we are supposed to act on it.
Done. So
Okay.
that was the point. Actually, you have cleared it very well. Actually, I was about to come to that point only. So first of all, we have to take precautions to avoid any kind of situation which is currently going on, right? Now, when you have taken the precaution, then you have to move to the next step, which is the feedback session. As she has said very obviously, she has explained everything, right? You have to have a feedback session. Again, we have discussed about mentoring and coaching sessions in our entire program, right? You have to talk to the people, you have to be very candid with the people. What are the reasons you are taking the leaves? So now you have taken the precautions, then you are doing what? Analysis. What exactly is happening in the organization? Why the people are taking so much of leaves, right? If there are certain reasons, so there can be two situations. One situation is there is a genuine reason, right? Second situation is it's a fake reason. People are taking unnecessary leave. There can be only two situations, right? So if there is a genuine reason, we can try to motivate people. We can try to guide people. We can try to coach people to take limited leaves. And how is it going to impact their careers, right? A person working for 5 days in a month cannot grow as somebody working 25 days in a month can grow. Am I right or wrong? A person who is working 25 days a month will be better than person working 5 days a month, right? So we have to encourage them, we have to motivate them that you should not take leaves if the genuine reason is there. Secondly, if there is a fake reason, if people are taking unnecessary leave, then there should be a warning, there should be a proper SOP, which she has already explained, right? So one thing is we have taken precautions, we have done analysis, and then as Mr. Ghansham has said, we should have to encourage people by rewarding them, right? So there are companies which are offering these kind of facilities to the people. If you have a good attendance in the organization throughout the year, they provide you some leave, they provide you some of the money. And even if you have not taken leaves, so everybody gets a certain amount of leave in the organization nowadays. So in a year, you can take around 20-25 leaves, whatever the company's policies are. If you have not taken that leave, that particular leaves will be monetized and will be added to your salary for the next year. This is also a policy in the organization. So one thing is you have taken the precaution. Second, you have analyzed the situation, tried to motivate people, and then you have rewarded people who have done better. So these are the step-by-step processes. Yes, please, you have raised the hand again.
Yes, I actually forgot one more thing. So yes, this can be very well understood by making a performance appraisal also. Okay, so we have many methods to do performance appraisal for employees. So which we can do it by either taking a peer review first, because peers are the better person to rate anyone
Exactly.
than the team lead or the mentor. Okay, so this one can also be done on a regular basis. And if at all, if sometimes if they feel that they are demotivated by their peers, okay, even though if they are giving a suggestion which is correct and it is not accepted, so that also may tend to give them a fake reasons to take a leave because they cannot face them.
Exactly. And even peer review is also one of the best practices available in the HR market nowadays. So nowadays, if you see performance appraisal, so there are many companies which are taking peer reviews for the same. So I think this is one of the initiatives which one can take, right? So next slide, please, Karishma. So thank you, everyone. It was the entire session from my end. Now I am open for any questions from your end. If anybody has a question, please ask me. Thank you, Padma. Thank you so much.
They are difficult employees in the organization.
Okay.
Difficult in the sense, whatever you say, do this. It is your assignment. It is your duty to do it. But there are difficult employees. They are always resist. How to tackle those difficult employees?
Okay, sure, Mr. Gansham. Let me answer this. So first of all, we have to understand the definition of difficult employee, right? So there can be different parameters on which a person can be difficult to handle. First, the person is willingly not ready to work. That person has got the job, but he's not willingly ready to work. Second, a person who is willing to work, but the person does not know how to work, right? Third, a person is not willing to work and the person is not eligible to work. Both the situation can happen, right? So we have to identify what kind of parameters are there, right? On which parameter this person is lying. So for example, if person is not willing to work and the person is skilled enough.
Mostly it happens that way. Mostly it happens that.
So that's what I'm saying. So if the person is skilled enough to work and the person is not willing to work, he needs coaching. A senior from the organization should take a coaching session from them. Coaching and mentoring are also different aspects. Usually there are people into the market, they understand coaching and mentoring similar, but these are not similar. Mentoring means I am giving my expertise to you. For example, I am giving my knowledge to you. It is mentor. I have to be expert in that area. But when I'm a coach, I have to understand the power of asking questions. I will ask the people what is the reason behind it. I'll coach that person significantly. What exactly is the reason that person is not willing to work? And we have to make them understand about themselves that this is what exactly it is and you have to work in that. So coaching session is important for those people who are skilled enough but not willing to work. Secondly, a person who is willing to work but the person is not skilled enough, right? So here training is important. You have to train that people, you have to understand, you have to give them the feedback on regular basis, you have to evaluate their performances, how are they growing in that particular market. So first case, coaching is important. Second case, training is important. Third, a person is not willing to work and the person is not skilled enough to work. Now here you have to take a necessary action of warning, right? You have to warn people. So there should be a harsh truth over here. So this can be three situations in which people are difficult to tackle, and this is the way you can deal with them. I hope I have given you the answer of the question.
Right, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Kancha.
Umang sir, actually, this comes into the personality of the people. There are four types of personality, right? Type 1, type 2, type. So first we are supposed to understand the nature of the person and then deal them accordingly.
Exactly.
Because
That's what
they
it is.
also fall in the bandwidth in that graph also. Yes.
Okay. Any more questions? Anyone would like to ask a question? I'm ready to open. I'm open to answer any question related to the topic.
On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to sincerely thank Umang Singh, our outstanding speaker today. We have a chance to hear a fantastic and thought provoking session about business development and strategies in HR today. Through her remarkable ability to convey information, Umang Singh shared insightful discovery and deeply motivational concept. Her engaging presentation captivates us and inspire us to reflect on the significance of fleeting moments. We appreciate the time and efforts he invested in delivering the encouraging program. Thank you, Umang sir.